Today I want to try pork brains.
Oh, you like oxen, right? You like tongues?
What's the most repulsive thing you've ever eaten from a can? Have you ever tried squid ink or pickled herring? Prepare to have your mind blown by a lineup of thankfully rare and bizarre canned delicacies. Join us as we examine the 20 disgusting canned foods in the 1970s nobody wants back.
Would you eat this?
Squid in ink gained U.S. popularity in the 1970s thanks to the Cornell Cooperative Extension Division's promotion of lesser-known seafood to enhance local food systems. Initially introduced in the late 19th century, it became available in various countries. Though exact 1970 prices are unknown, they typically cost around 10 cents per can. Today, a can costs about $5.99, making it an easy gourmet option. The product includes the squid's body and tentacles preserved in ink, tomato, sunflower oil, onion, and spices. The ink sauce adds a distinctive flavor and color, appealing to seafood enthusiasts and lovers of Mediterranean cuisine. Commonly used in rice and pasta dishes, canned squid in ink found a special place among culinary aficionados. While not mainstream, it gained notoriety for its unique taste among those who appreciate diverse seafood options.
Didn't know if there was some trick to it that made it difficult, or maybe it was dangerous. I have eaten escargot one time.
Canned escargot became popular in the U.S. during the 1970s as a unique food item. It cost around $19.95 today, but in the 70s it was cheaper, priced between $1 to $3 per can. These pre-cooked snails, preserved in cooking liquids, require rinsing before use. The convenience attracted adventurous eaters exploring French cuisine, though not everyone loved the unique flavor. Canned escargot sales increased post-World War II, offering a taste of French elegance at home. Despite not achieving mainstream popularity, it remains an exciting option in modern and traditional cuisine for those willing to try it. The unique appeal lies in its ability to provide a gourmet experience, adding variety to culinary adventures. Who would willingly want to eat intestines anyway? Let's hear about this next gross item called chitterlings.
Joy Quinella super clean chitlins anytime. Just rinse, cook, and eat. They're so clean, they come in a clear package.
Chitterlings or chitlins are pig intestines sold since the early 20th century, especially in southern U.S. cuisines. Today, canned chitterlings cost about $45, but were cheaper in the past. They are cleaned, cooked, and preserved in juices or broth, making them ready to eat or easily used in various dishes. Their appeal lies in this convenience, although thorough cleaning to remove impurities and odors is essential. Chitterlings are culturally significant in African American cuisine. They peak in popularity during the late 1960s and early 1970s with the rise of soul food. Despite their strong smell and labor-intensive cleaning, many cherish them as a delicacy and connection to their heritage. Over the years, their popularity has declined, and they're now often reserved for special occasions, reflecting a shift from everyday cooking to a cherished dish for special events. Tongue in a can? Could it be any more weird?
Beef tongue really does come in all different shapes and sizes. Everyone is unique.
Beef tongue consists of cooked and sliced tongues preserved in a gelatinous broth or juices. The meat is tender, often seasoned, and may include additional flavorings to enhance its taste. It's usually sliced thin for serving, making it versatile for various dishes. Today it costs around $11.99, but depending on the usual meat prices in the 70s, it cost around $3. It was first introduced in the 19th century, sold in various regions, and used in multiple cuisines. Canned tongue had a niche following during the 70s, especially among those who appreciated traditional foods. It was commonly used in sandwiches or served on platters. While famous in certain culinary circles, it did not achieve widespread appeal due to its unconventional nature. Many consumers were hesitant to try tongue, which limited its broader acceptance. Despite its decline in popularity, canned tongue still holds a place in some cultural cuisines and among food enthusiasts. The next item on our list indeed made life easier for all. Coming up, we have the whole chicken.
Chicken in a can!
Canned whole chicken consists of a fully cooked chicken. It's usually prepared without the neck and preserved to maintain flavor and texture. It can be served cold, straight from the can, or heated for various dishes. In 1970, whole chickens could be found at prices as low as 33 and 50 cents. The chicken was sold in the mid-20th century, particularly in the post-war era when convenience foods were popular. It was appreciated for its long shelf life and ease of preparation. Its unique presentation as a whole chicken in a can often intrigued customers, making it a novelty item. This chicken could also be eaten straight from the can or after heating, and it had a severe smell that didn't add much to its appeal. Its practicality and unique offerings still hold a place in certain culinary circles. This canned chicken continues to captivate those interested in retro and convenient food options. Made from the liver, the following product is liverwurst.
You want to talk about something unexpected? I have one word. Liverwurst.
Liverwurst, or sausage, consists of finely ground pork or beef liver mixed with spices and often other meats. It includes onions, garlic, and seasonings, giving it a distinctive taste. Liver sausage is usually sold in sausage casing or a spreadable form. Today, liverwurst typically cost around $5.15, but like many other meat products, it might have cost around 33 to 50 cents in 1970. Liverwurst started selling around the 19th century when canned goods were famous. It enjoyed a fan following in the 70s, especially among those familiar with German cuisine. Its rich, savory flavor appealed to many, but its strong acquired taste made it less likable to others. The prominent liver flavor and sometimes gritty texture put off those unfamiliar with organ meats, and the intense aroma of liverwurst made it even more unlikable. The dish's high cholesterol content and association with organ meats led to a decrease in popularity. Today, liverwurst is less common on American tables, with its intense flavor and composition making it a less mainstream choice. Would you try it? Let's see how these canned cheeseburgers ultimately failed as a canned product. Cheeseburgers typically consist of ground beef patties mixed with cheese and preserved in a sauce or gravy. The product aimed to provide a convenient meal option. It was often marketed as a ready-to-eat meal and required minimal preparation. A cheeseburger cost around $18.50 in 2024, while it cost around 10 cents in the 1970s. It started being sold in the late 20th century and was introduced as a novelty item. Canned cheeseburgers received a mixed reception. They appealed to those seeking convenience, but the concept put many off. People often referred to them as a mushy gas station cheeseburger. The texture and flavor often needed to beat expectations, leading to a perception of low quality. Canned cheeseburgers were referred to as spongy and unnaturally soft. They didn't achieve popularity and became more of a curiosity than a staple in American diets. Canned cheeseburgers remain a fascinating part of food history. They represent the era's inventive approach to convenience foods, even if their success was limited. Coming up next, we have green beans with bacon. Let's see why it disgusted people.
We're making green beans with bacon and onions, so let's get cooking.
As the name suggests, this product preserves green beans with pieces of cooked bacon, adding flavor and texture. Some variations include onions or other seasonings to enhance the taste. It cost around $2.99 today, but bacon and beans were available for as low as $12.79 in the 1970s. Canned green beans have been produced since the early 20th century, with variations including bacon becoming popular in the mid-20th century. Green beans were marketed as a convenient and flavorful side dish. Many consumers seeking an easy way to enhance their meals liked the combination of green beans and bacon. Green beans could be quickly heated and served as a side dish or as a base for dishes like green bean casserole. People thought of it as overly salty and bland. Some described the taste as too much like vinegar, which could be off-putting. Yet it remained a staple in many pantries as a quick and tasty way to prepare green beans, highlighting their significance in American cuisine. Next, we have the cod liver, which is rich with all the nutrients. So, what led to its failure?
It looks almost... it's little different pieces I don't recognize.
The canned cod liver consists of codfish liver preserved in oil or broth. It contains omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins A and D, and other essential nutrients. It's usually packed whole or in pieces. Salt is often added to this oil to enhance flavor. It cost around $47.79, but in the 70s, considering the general prices of that time, it cost around 50 cents or $1. Cod liver was first sold in the 20th century and marketed for its health benefits. Canned cod liver was a favorite among health-conscious consumers, and its popularity was further increased by the recognition of omega-3 fatty acids' health benefits. However, the intense flavor and unique texture made it less appealing to the general public. While some appreciated it as a delicacy, others were repelled by its taste. This resulted in the canned cod liver being more prevalent in specific culinary circles than mainstream consumption. Do fish balls in a can sound gross or delicious? Canned fish balls consist of mashed fish meat formed into balls, often seasoned with various spices. They've been sold in Asian cuisine since the mid-20th century. They're cooked with starch or fillers, and common fish types like white or surimi, and processed seafood. Today, the fish balls cost around $12.99. This fishy recipe was particularly famous for those familiar with Asian cuisine. Fish balls are a common ingredient in soups and stews. However, its popularity was limited in mainstream American diets, as many consumers were not accustomed to their texture and flavor. Reviewers often describe it as curry powder mixed with water. It has a bland, unlikable taste that people don't appreciate. Despite their limited appeal, their distinct flavor and texture made them a standout choice for adventurous eaters. It tastes like a turtle, but isn't a turtle? We'll find out what it is.
To try out turtle soup. There's no label on it, but I have no reason to believe that it's not turtle soup that's in this can.
Mock turtle soup mimics the flavor of authentic turtle soup without using actual turtle meat. It usually consists of a beef broth base with ingredients like calf's head or other organ meats, vegetables, and spices. These elements create a taste and texture similar to traditional turtle soup. It costs $6 now, but might have been as low as 25 to 50 cents per can in the 70s. It's been sold since the late 19th century. Canned mock turtle soup enjoyed a niche following in the 1970s. It offered a convenient alternative to the more expensive and labor-intensive homemade version. Its popularity was limited compared to other canned soups, as many consumers needed to familiarize themselves with its unique flavor profile and ingredients. Many people disapproved of the organ meats used in the soup, which led to its decline. While it remained a specialty item, it only achieved widespread mainstream appeal during this period. Next, we have the delicious comfort of tomato soup with a rather uncomfortable combination: mackerel.
Holy mackerel. Mackerel in tomato sauce. This must be called Old Fisherman brand.
Mackerel in tomato sauce has been a staple food item and is trendy in Scandinavia and the UK. In the 70s, it was also sold in the US. This product consists of mackerel fillets preserved in tomato sauce, often with spices and additional flavorings to enhance the taste. The mackerel is usually packed whole or in chunks, providing a rich omega-3 fatty acids and protein source. It costs $11 now, but considering the usual prices of canned meats in the 70s, it might have been around 55 cents. Canned mackerel has been sold since the early 20th century, with tomato sauce variations becoming common. It's often used in various dishes such as pasta, rice, or served on bread, making it a versatile option for quick meals. Mackerel is known for its oily taste, which can be off-putting for many people. When combined with tomato sauce, the strong fish flavor may not blend well, leading to a dish that some find unpalatable. Now let's hear about pork brains in milk gravy next.
This episode of the show is brought to you by an old world favorite, Rose pork brains with milk gravy.
Canned pork brains consist of pig brains preserved in seasoned milk gravy. They're typically sold in a ready-to-eat format, offering convenience for consumers. The texture is soft and creamy. Today, this canned product cost around $28.11. In 1970, canned meat products might have been around 75 cents, considered more expensive than usual. Canned pork brains in milk gravy became popular in southern and rural areas in the 1970s and have been sold since the early 20th century. Traditional pork dishes are more accepted in these regions. While some consumers appreciate the product's cultural significance and unique flavor, others find it distasteful. Despite its health benefits, many people were hesitant to try it due to its association with organ meats and the unusual nature of the dish. As a result, while it found a loyal following among certain demographics, it achieved little popularity. Next, we have Spotted Dick. Let's see what made it earn this unusual name.
Oh, look, Mabel! Spotted Dick!
Spotted Dick is a traditional British dessert which was available in the U.S. during the 1970s. This dessert consists of a steamed suet pudding made with flour, suet, beef or mutton fat, sugar, and currants or raisins, giving it a spotted appearance. Often served with custard, it offers a rich and sweet flavor. Spotted Dick can be found at the price of $19.99 now, but they were somewhere around 30 to 50 cents considering the general prices at that time. This pudding appeared and was sold at the beginning of the 20th century. It is deeply enjoyed by those familiar with British cuisine. While not mainstream in the U.S., it had a loyal following among those seeking traditional British foods. Its unique name often sparked curiosity, sometimes making it a novelty item. Despite its appeal, it maintained a niche market and only achieved widespread popularity in American households during the 1970s. Canned Spotted Dick holds a special place in culinary history, cherished by those who appreciate its unique taste and traditional roots. Now let's hear about the sweet goodness of fried apples.
This sweet treat is best served hot, garnished with a sprinkle of cinnamon, or topped with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Canned fried apples consist of sliced apples cooked and preserved in a sweet syrup or sauce. They're often seasoned with cinnamon and sugar, giving them a warm, sweet flavor that mimics homemade fried apples. They typically cost around $12.99 today, but around 22 to 50 cents in 1970. Fried apples were sold in the mid-20th century. Canned fried apples enjoyed moderate popularity during the 70s, especially as a convenient side dish or dessert. They were appreciated for their ease of preparation and nostalgic flavors associated with traditional Southern cooking. While they didn't achieve the same mainstream appeal as other canned fruits, they maintained a loyal following. Those who valued comfort foods and quick meal solutions particularly loved them. Canned fried apples provided a delicious and convenient option for anyone seeking a taste of home-cooked goodness. Unlike many products on the list, our next product, mutton stew, was well-liked by many.
Have it for lunch, it's meat and potatoes, good lean beef in a gravy rich beyond belief.
Mutton stew consists of mutton pieces, vegetables like carrots and potatoes, and a savory broth or gravy. It's designed to be a hearty, convenient meal, often containing seasonings to enhance the flavor. It costs around $19.99 now, but considering the general meat prices in the 70s, it might have been around 75 cents. Mutton stew has been produced and sold since the mid-20th century. The lovers of traditional meat stews appreciated canned mutton stew. It provided a quick meal solution but gained little popularity. Many consumers were more familiar with beef or chicken stews, which limited mutton stew's appeal. However, it was deeply enjoyed by those who liked the mutton's unique flavor and sought out canned versions for convenience. Canned mutton stew offered a taste of traditional cooking, satisfying those looking for a hearty, convenient option with a distinctive taste. Let's hear about a curried goat. Its easy-to-make quality surely made it a favorite. Canned curried goat has recently gained attention, especially with a local Jamaican company launching this product. Canned goat products have existed in various forms, and curried goat prices are approximately $12.99 today. Its cost in 1970 may have varied based on location, market conditions, and the recipe. It's been sold since the late 20th century. Canned curried goat typically consist of goat meat cooked in a curry sauce, which included spices like curry powder, garlic, and ginger, along with vegetables such as onions and peppers. The meat is usually tender and flavorful, making it a convenient option for a hearty meal. Canned curried goat has a niche market, especially in Caribbean communities where goat meat is traditional. While it may not have been widely popular in the broader American market during the 70s, interest has resurged. Global cuisine has become more appreciated nowadays. The unique flavor profile appeals to those familiar with Caribbean cooking, contributing to its growing popularity today. Having your favorite veggies in a can? Okra and tomatoes made it possible.
So I'm going to go in and get a little bit of tomato, a little bit of okra, a little bit of rice. So good.
Canned okra and tomatoes. This product consists of sliced okra and diced tomatoes, often seasoned with spices such as salt and pepper. This combination creates a flavorful and nutritious dish, frequently used as a side or incorporated into other recipes. It costs around $1.62 now, but canned tomatoes alone were priced at around $1.04 per can in the 1970s, suggesting that a combination product like canned okra and tomatoes would likely fall within a similar range. This combination has existed since the mid-20th century. Canned okra and tomatoes enjoyed moderate popularity, particularly in Southern cuisine, where okra is a staple ingredient. The convenience of canned goods made it an appealing option for quick meal preparation. Although it may not have been as mainstream as other canned vegetables, it's still appreciated for its unique flavor and versatility in cooking. Canned okra and tomatoes provide a convenient and tasty way to enjoy this classic Southern combination. Let's hear about mushroom soup, a favorite ingredient for many years.
Campbell's introduces a new line of soups called home cooking. See how it tastes.
Canned mushroom soup has been famous in the U.S. for decades. A can costs around $18.99 today, but the price may have varied significantly back in the day, depending on the brand, location, and market conditions. It's been widely available and sold since the 30s and 40s. This soup generally consists of a creamy broth with sliced mushrooms as the main ingredient. Other common ingredients include milk or cream, flour, butter, and seasonings like salt and pepper. Some varieties may also include additional vegetables like onions or celery. Canned mushroom soup enjoyed widespread popularity in the 70s and remains a staple in many American households today. Its versatility as a soup, sauce, or ingredient in recipes like casseroles and stroganoff contributes to its appeal. The convenience of a ready-to-serve canned soup makes it an attractive option for quick meals and cooking. Brands like Campbell's and Progresso were well established and widely available in grocery stores throughout the 70s. Pickled herring. Let's see what it is and why people might not like it anymore.
Pickled herring. Wild caught. Now, when you think of pickles, you think of pickled cucumbers.
Canned pickled herring consists of fish cured in a brine solution, often flavored with vinegar, sugar, and spices. The fish is usually packed in jars or cans, sometimes accompanied by onions or other vegetables, creating a tangy and savory product. This product costs around $16.55 today. Based on the pricing trends of the 70s, it may have been around 50 cents at the time. Pickled herring has been around and sold since the late 19th century. Canned pickled herring is particularly popular in Scandinavian and Eastern European cuisines, where it's a traditional dish. In the U.S., it found a niche market among those familiar with these culinary traditions. Pickled herring was disliked by many because of its strong aroma. While it may have yet to achieve widespread popularity compared to other canned seafood, it maintained a loyal following. Consumers appreciated its unique flavor and versatility, often serving it as an appetizer or in salads.